You wanna jump in my ride?
Yeah, yeah.
Recording with his cam. We're going in the gym, but he's only gonna watch. Yo, family, how y'all doing? It's been a while since I've vlogged. Right now I'm in Greece. As you can see, maybe you can see the difference. I've got a little bit of a tan. I have been here for 4 days now, and I'm doing 2.5 weeks of my rehab here. There's a good center here that for high performance. That has everything I need. So Paolo, the physio, saw me today after his holiday, and he was really happy with it. The knee's like very dry. There's no fluid around it. The knee looks strong, looks stable. Looks like it's getting that muscle back as well. So yeah, overall great news, man.
At the end of the season, we moved and went to Greece, so we had the chance of changing his environment. We make sure as a rehab team that players do have short breaks in between, because we know that sometimes it's just boring to be on the same process every day, and it benefits the rehab to actually give them a break, 2 or 3 days break. They'll have a mental break, and the way they come back, it's really they come renovated and fresh, which it's what we want, and committed to go again.
I found this place in Greece, and I spent around 3 weeks in Mykonos, and my family came, my friends came. I invited Paolo to come with me and his family, and you know, he said there could be worse place than Greece, so I kind of convinced him. And you know, we used to do rehab every single morning, do some massage and therapy after our sessions. So many players from all over the place. Straight after surgery, when I was in the hospital bed, they already were telling me to try and straighten my leg, because you have the tube, right, with so when you straighten it, the blood comes out the tube. So that's one of the things, they were like, straighten it for that, and also to get the flexion back. And they, even with the whole thing and stuff, they wanted me to go like that, like straight away. Yeah, like, I don't know, 7-8 times a day. I had to spread it through the day, and it was like so painful and stuff, because it was. But then after, when you finish, after 1 week, my whole leg was straight. And also when you do the game, Arsenal told me, look, you have to do rehab. You cannot stop for 3 months, and I didn't want to either. But they said you don't have to be at the training ground, because, you know, spending all this summer here with the time that you've already spent last season, and then getting into the season after, that's gonna be really difficult for you. So just go to Barcelona or find a place where you can do all your rehab program and still be able to, like, you know, have some sort of rest when you're not training. I wasn't able to run yet. It was all about mobility, movement patterns, and getting strength into the knee. A lot of hamstring work, quad work, glute work, and just setting up my left leg especially to be as strong as my right leg before I could go running onto the pitch.
Hector, from day one, there was always the concern of explaining him the stages. Okay, this is how it goes, right? You have this, you have this, you have this, you have this. To go from one stage, again, this shows his need to understand things, and after that he's reassured. You will go from one stage to the other when we reach these markers, and that is because this, and this, to give you safety to progress better. Once you understand that process, he was always positive. You know, okay, we're going towards a goal. If it takes less time, brilliant. If it doesn't, well, I have to accept it, because I understand that I need to be strong to go to the other stage.
Jordan, you're fucking ripping it apart, mate.
I
I
know.
swear.
It's stuck under the ribs.
Ah, yeah,
They
yeah.
block it from one side, and that's why it's
Fuck me.
so thin.
Well, I swear it feels like it's proper stretching.
Yeah, it's like neural pain as well, deep breath.
You know, you have all these experts in the field, and you do what they want you being told. But it's important to understand why you're doing these things and what effect it does on you. And I feel you need to put purpose in everything you do. So I wanted to know what was the plan. For instance, in the first few parts of the surgery, it was to make sure that my knee bent more than 90 degrees. Then after, it was about building muscle in my quadriceps. Then it was about getting even in both legs and you know, getting my heart rate up and start getting fit. So it was important to understand all these parts of the process to make sure that you could focus on them. And you know, I was lucky to work with the experts that I work with. They were able to simplify the process and make it understandable for me, and you know, give me a clear image of what was needed and what was the purpose of that stage of the rehab. I knew that I had to work hard, and I knew that there was still a long way to go. But also, you know, I used the time in Greece to actually, you know, reflect a little bit on how the process was going, and you know, set new goals, and just enjoy my time with my friends and family. I knew that as soon as I got back from holiday, I would start running in the RTG, which is this machine that basically takes gravity out of the air, so you can run at a percentage of your body weight. So I knew what targets I had to hit in those 3 weeks in Greece to then come to London and then go straight into the RTG. So I was very motivated because going out into the pitch looked closer every day. Away from football, I had time to reflect and to think about my time at the club, and I was definitely conscious about the right back position, and I constantly am, because we have great players in the team, and it does make me work harder knowing that there's competition. Losing my ability didn't really scare me. I was more worried about the physical stuff, so my speed, my jumps, my duels, my tackles. Like, am I gonna be scared to go and tackle someone, or go into a 50-50? Those were the things that were more in my head at that stage, rather than just my ability. And obviously at that time, Ainsley was doing really, really well, and you know, I love Ainsley. We've been together at the club for so long, and that competition just benefits the team, whether that is with Ainsley then or with Cedric now. We all get on so well, and we all just want the best for the team, you know. And especially now, we have such a good and positive mentality and vibe going going around at the club that everyone is being selfless, everyone cares about the team and pushes your teammate forward to be better. Now is the moment I just gotta push myself to be where I was just before that injury. I realized one of the biggest parts of the injury was that I felt like I somehow became a new person, and like this experience made me realize so many things about me and put me in places I hadn't been before, and I just felt like somehow I just shedded skin, like I was just, such cheesy to say, but I was somehow like reborn, you know? I love tattoos. I got my first one when I was really young, and since then I've somehow just been addicted to them. You know, it's always been a way of also like expressing things that are meaningful to me, just to always carry my family with me and the things that have had a big imprint in my life. And the surgery, you know, one of the biggest experiences of my career. So I wanted to get something that represented that. The reason why I got the snake was because I realized one of the biggest parts of the injury was that I felt like I somehow became a new person, and like this experience made me realize so many things about me. And snakes do that, they shed skin and they represent health as well. So I just thought that was a good way to mark this experience of my life. It was a new season for me. It was a new mindset for me. So I had to get a new haircut. I'm gonna miss you, baby. Fuck me, man. What have I done, mate? What have I done?
It's a good choice, don't worry.
And I had the long hair for like 3 years, and actually during the summer it was just a bit annoying as well. If we're gonna start from scratch, let's start from scratch. So I decided to cut my beautiful hair after a long time, and yeah, I felt like it was just a part of what I needed to do. 3 years though, fucking hell, it's a long time. That.
Was it 3 years?
3 years, bro. 3 years.
Trims?
Yeah.
Yeah? What, through all of it? Or leave the front one?
From maybe. I could do a little bit shorter through. What do you think? Put it through here, no?
I'm just going to go through and put a bit of texture in it. Yeah? Not too much.
Bye, bro.
Thank you so much. That looks sick.
That looks sick.
Very sick.
You know, after the injury, I just had the new mindset. I knew that I was gonna start running as soon as I came back to Coney. So yeah, it was just a new life. It was just a new Hector, you know. Like, it was post-injury Hector. I had this experience that I had never had before, and gone to these dark places and, you know, live this experience that I never had.
Well, the rehab team is always a very exciting time because, well, it's ACLs, rehab is a long process. I mean, and when they actually get back to first team training, it's the big mark of the rehab.
Hector was, yeah, every session, am I training? We loved his enthusiasm. We knew he would be safe. Again, backing the work that he had done and his build up to that point in terms of making a decision.
Now I was on the other side and ready to start working again after having been able to spend some time with my family and my friends and refresh. And even though we were still working every single day, I wasn't in the same gym and I wasn't in, in the same environment, and that really did help.